Welcome to Cut Daisies and Unicorns, and today is a Trailer Friday.
All the trailers.
All the trailers.
All the Fridays.
In particular,
Friday.
Four.
Number. So this episode is brought to you by the number 4. Yeah, there you go. If you want to know what's coming up, it's going to be good.
I learned lots of new things in this episode on Sunday.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
You really enjoy the learning experience.
I do like to learn.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's always a great day then when you learn something new. You're like, hey, today was successful because I learned something new.
I loved episode 3 and everything that we learned about 1973.
Right. Which was good too.
Yeah. Yeah. And we're following this number thing. If you wonder where the season's going, it's going one episode at a time through the numbers.
Right, because we haven't focused on the numbers before. I mean,
Never.
we said, hey, this is episode whatever.
And
but
we're into season 7.
Yeah.
I mean, and when people are like, what's coming up for season 8? And we're like, we don't know.
Yeah.
But I
knows?
bet we're onto something new.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
And here's the other thing. I doubt we're going to focus on the same thing. Well, we're not going to talk about, hey, number 1. Let's talk about 1.
No.
Yeah.
But, it's really, really cool.
Yeah.
Just it's the spice of life that I'm bringing right now.
Mm-hmm.
So one of my favorite numbers of all time is 5. My favorite number growing up and stuff. But our next episode is a fringe episode, which is actually one of my favorite topics on our podcast.
Right.
Yeah.
It's fun. What is your favorite spice? I mean, we're talking about spice of life. So, I mean, like, favorite spice, if you had to pick one. Favorite spice.
Like, so you're stranded on a desert island.
You could only have one spice for the rest of your life. Which one is it?
Yeah. It would be, oh, gosh. So I'm going to do this like I pick out frames for glasses.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick out 3 to 5 and then work through it.
Whittle it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To the favorite. So one of the things I'm currently on a pickled jalapeno track. I'm putting them on everything.
Yeah. Pickled jalapenos.
Pickled jalapenos. I like fresh jalapenos.
Yeah. But they have a whole new flavor when you pickle them.
Yes.
Yeah.
And whatever the jar is, the hot ones, I mean, they're still not as hot. I actually ran into a hot sauce. We went to a taco place that opened in Winnetka during the pandemic. When we moved to town, there was paper on the glass. I've never been there until last Saturday. I've been there already again. I told Aim, I'm like, listen, this was the worst thing we could have ever done together on a Saturday. Because now I have found an authentic Mexican restaurant in the hometown. So literally I was making a decision. Do I go to Pete's for coffee? And I thought to myself, it's 1:15. How about I go to the Mexican place
and get tacos instead?
Well, and quite frankly, I'm not a burrito guy.
Right.
But they have figured it out. It's the perfect size burrito.
Yeah.
And so you're not paying $5 for this monster job. You're paying $9 for one that's the right size, which I'll overpay for that because it fills me up. But I mean, like, their barbacoa may be the best barbacoa I've ever had.
Wow. That's quite a claim.
It is so good. Just so good. And so I bring that up with what I will tell you is that I made, usually we're into a little bit of a groove. Some people might call it a rut, but if I'll make chicken for a meal during the week, and then I'll use the remaining chicken for chicken Caesar salad.
Mm-hmm.
So the other night, pulled off the pans to put the chicken to warm in the oven. Because why wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to have a salad, why wouldn't you have nice warm?
Right.
Now, if your chicken's dry and overcooked,
warming it up is not going to help it.
No, but I mean, I nailed this at 165.
Yeah.
That, for those listening who don't understand, that's the degree temp you need to cook chicken to, so you don't like kill yourself.
Right.
Although death by uncooked chicken, oh, that could be a treat. I'm sure it's painful.
I'm sure. We're not trying to laugh at anybody's pain.
No. But so pickled jalapenos and sliced an onion and very slivered onion thrown in the oven while it warmed up. Oh, on Caesar salad, it was so good. It was really good. So pickled.
I was thinking you were going to pickle the onion too.
No, I mean, the idea of chicken Caesar salad is quick prep, easy, and fulfilling. Because of course you do garlic bread along with that, so that you have your garlicky crouton-y-esque kind of carb.
Yeah.
So pickled jalapenos. I substitute. It can go either way, but like that sweet chili sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Frank's has their version, which is really, really good.
It is good.
I will also dabble. I put in the same scope Buffalo Wild Wings Asian Zing.
Oh yeah, I like that one too.
It's got more heat, but I like the sweet and I like the heat. And then I would have to say some kind of hot sauce, which if I'm going with something, so how about because you didn't tell me it had to be a dry ingredient, a dry spice.
I just said a spice.
A spice. Yeah. I think if I had a spice to take with me, it'd be a toss-up between the mango habanero Buffalo Wild Wing sauce or the Asian Zing. And I'm doing that because I want to get heat and I want the sweet. It's making my mouth water right now.
Yeah. Definitely the mango habanero. That's way hotter than the Asian Zing.
Oh yeah.
Which is funny that you mentioned both of those, because those are how usually I divide my Buffalo Wild Wings. I have Asian Zing and mango habanero.
Yeah, and
when I get my wings,
and both are sweet.
Yeah.
And so like I probably, because I do like the heat, I probably would go with the mango habanero and be like, well, you only got, unless a plane flies by and drops down another bottle, or you have a case of it, If I was going to go with a dry ingredient, I would say a cayenne pepper. I like what that brings to about.
And that's the heat.
Yeah. But why I told the story about the Mexican place is they had 3 sauces. It was self-serve in a refrigerator. You go and you get the sauces and you bring them out, and the one was so hot, it made me sweat and my nose run, and I was just tasting it on a chip.
Wow. Did you get the hiccups too?
No, I didn't get the hiccups, but I did use it periodically as I ate my burrito.
Oh. So you just wanted to sweat through it? Like you might as well get a workout too?
The thing is when I ate it on a chip, I inhaled the fumes along with what was going on, and it was not as diffused in the other cooling agents that take place within the burrito, between the beans, the guac, and the other stuff that was going on. So, but I think I would land. Now, I'm a real fan. If you're going to get Cane's chicken, bring the Cane's chicken home and take Frank's red hot sauce and just douse it for like a Nashville hot chicken idea.
Because you put that stuff on everything.
Well, the thing is that Cane's chicken has the breading, and so the breading soaks that up. And so, like for me, I don't eat anything dry.
Right.
That's probably my.
But then there's also the cane sauce. Like you could do the buffalo on there and then put some in the cane sauce with the buffalo. Might I don't know. I haven't tried that.
I really like what happens to breading on chicken when you just take the hot sauce and you the flour breading that it's been fried in, it soaks it up.
Yeah.
And I like what that does is it makes it less brittle for my teeth. Like when I'm crunching down on, if you like something super crunchy, no big deal.
Yeah.
But I like the effect of that. And since we're not in Nashville, there's no place around here that really does a great Nashville chicken.
It's true.
So why not just sauce it up?
Kentucky Fried Chicken puts out a Nashville hot, but I've never tried it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't trust it.
Yeah. So when you
Yeah.
get to food and you're, thinking and talking about that, but the number 4, this episode is brought to you by the number 4 on Sunday, that is.
Number 4. Yeah. So we even bookend it with 4s. There's a 4 in the start. There's a 4 on the end. So look for it. 4.
I think that one of the soft skills that any professional who is working in the public arena could work on is the ability to bring things back around to the point.
Yeah.
Or it could be an identifier for somebody who likes to speak in allegory or parable.
Right.
Like, I think that's where I developed the skill. I'm like, I'm so far off the beaten track right now. I need to. And so my mind starts trying, how can we bring this back and land it?
Let's land this bird.
Yeah. So we're going to put a bookend on the number 4. We open up with the meaning of the number 4. We get into some deity talk and talking about God.
Don't be afraid, everybody. Don't be afraid.
We do not push for a point of belief, but we do. We come in to what will humanity do as a point of provision. If you are providing for yourself in all 4 areas of life, you're bearing and you're wearing a hefty weight. And so check it out on Sunday because there's some in-depth help for humanity conversation that lands on and will. If I'm going to tweak something, let me tweak your interest. If I'm going to tweak your interest, we end up landing on Enneagram 4. You might find out a little bit about someone else or yourself.
Right.
Self-diagnosed 4. You could be. I'm not, but somebody could.
I think that there were very little of the Enneagram 4 that I ever saw in me. I mean,
yeah,
because you can see. You can see some across the board, like, I can see pieces here. I mean, because we should probably get into that conversation. It's because we're talking about like the face of God, right? Like, how that is being brought in, and we can see the face of God, like in different slices. But there's like parts of it, like, that's really where I see myself. So, yeah.
So if you have interest in that, Sunday.
Yeah. Sunday, everybody. So make sure, especially if you're interested in 4. 4 will be the key that unlocks the rest. I don't even know what that means.
It's not that key.
It's not that key.
I don't like the number enough for it to be that key. But things for you to be able to take up. Do you have any parting thoughts of wisdom?
Yeah, because I think the Because it takes me, which we didn't even bring up, like the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. They say, "What's the meaning of life?" And do you know what the meaning of life is?
Do I?
Yeah.
From the movie?
From the book movie. Yeah, same thing.
No.
42.
Really?
Yeah. So if you Google that right now, right, you'll find Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy says that what's the meaning of life? And they say 42. Now, maybe there's something deeper there of even if, as we've gone through 4 already and studied it, maybe pairing it with that, with 2 means something much deeper. I don't know. But it is something to consider. That's what I leave you with today.
Bum, bum, bum.
Bum, bum, bum. Trailer Friday, everybody.
All right. Well, it's the number from which all meaning can be derived. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So, for those of you out there who are Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, you've already gotten the "what's the meaning of life" question before I said it.
I think number 42 was the number for the gentleman who broke into
Jackie Robinson.
baseball.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty interesting. Wow. Numbers. It's all about numbers. If you can be good at it, you can be a mathematician. If you're bad at it, you can be a host on Cut Daisies and Unicorns. Oh, man.
For sure.
And we do talk about Rise and Shine. We talk about Morning Hour. We talk about all the things that it takes to beautify Phil.
Mm-hmm. It's true. You can picture all of that in your head right now. Right now, you can just bury those images
the sound of
right in your head.
From his voice, you can't unsee it in your mind.
I have seen it, and I did. I'm trying to get it out of my head still.
All right, there you go.
All right, everybody, have a good weekend.